There's been lots of bills passed in our country over the years to try to bring black people on par with white people. But one thing you cannot legislate love. I'm going to quote something Malcolm said in my conclusion. Malcolm made pilgrimage to Mecca in 1964. And someone asked him, what about this pilgrimage that impressed you the most? You know what he said? Brotherhood. He said, brotherhood. Let me show you a couple of things that Malcolm said in my conclusion. He talked about the colorblindness of the Muslim world's religious society and the colorblindness of the Muslims' world human society. On page 338 in Autobiography of Malcolm X, Malcolm said, to me, the earth's most explosive and pernicious evil is racism, the inability of God's creatures to live as one, especially in the Western world. For the past week, he said, he's in Mecca, I have been utterly speechless and spellbound by the graciousness I see displayed all around me by people of different colors. Malcolm talked about eating from the same plate as white people, drinking from the same glass. He talked about the brotherhood of Islam he thought could actually save this country. Remember, brothers and sisters, there always have to be a rationale for everything you do. In the next few moments, I'm going to give you the Islamic rationale for solving the race problem. Now, the Muslims again here, if you're Muslim, raise your hand. Okay, good. Now I want you to be honest. Nobody's forcing you. Of those who raise your hand, how many of you have heard of me? Raise your hand. Oh, good. Now here's the big question. This is the biggie. How many of you, and I'm looking at you, you got it on tape. How many of you love me? Raise your hand. All right. I'm going to review the tape. You know, brothers and sisters, this is remarkable. This is really remarkable. You know the key to brotherhood, world brotherhood? The key to brotherhood in this country is God. Is God, and I'll show you why. In the Quran, Allah tells us, Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha, وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. O mankind, we, God, created you from a male and female and made you into nations and tribes that you may know one another. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of God are those who fear God the most. You know something about human beings? Everybody want to be the best. So, you know, the other day, we have a restaurant on the block of the masjid. I told you how many businesses we have around the masjid now? 50. You're so smart. I went to one of the restaurants, Brother Fatty from Egypt. By the way, if you ever come to Brooklyn, I want you to be my guest at Fatty's. Fatty's will make your stomach say, wow. I'm serious. I'm telling you, anytime I have guests, I take them to Fatty's. If you come to New York, you will be my personal guest. You know, I have a friend from Germany, a woman, she's not Muslim yet, very smart when she's doing her studies. And I think she comes to the masjid every week because I always let her go to Fatty's and I pay for it. I said, you here again? Sometimes twice a week. But man, I went to Fatty's the other day. And we had looked like 100 brothers from Senegal. And they were like, you know, I said, what the heck? You know, and they were watching they had a TV monitor. And they were watching a soccer game. Man, they were like, subhanAllah. You know, soccer, you know soccer. Now, I play basketball, you know, from America. Football, New York Giants. Get my point? New York Giants, New York City, Imam, New York City. I just figured I'd let you know that. So, it's the competition, the Olympics. Every nation trying to outdo the nation, try to run faster. Because so we can brag about we the best, we the strongest, we the fastest. Everybody want to be the best, it seems to be in the human nature. So someone asked the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, men akramun nas, O Prophet, who's the most honorable of people? He says, those who fear God the most. Laysa an dhalika, laysa an hadha nas'aluka. We're not talking about this. They want to know something more. So the Prophet said, Yusuf, he's the most honorable of mankind. Yusuf, the son of a prophet, and the grandson of a prophet, and the great-grandson of the friend of God, Abraham. We're not talking about that. They want to talk about the superiority of some people. So the Prophet taught us in one of his last speeches, there is no superiority of a black man over a white man, or a white man over a black man. There's no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, and there's no superiority of a non-Arab over an Arab. The only superiority is taqwa, it's righteousness, it's the fear of God. You want to do something, you want to outdo somebody, outdo someone in the worship of God, in the belief of God, in the righteousness of God. This is what he was teaching us. And then the Prophet said, Ayyuhan nas, an-nas, kulluhum banu Adam, wa Adam min turab. Mankind, all of them, all of us, are the children of Adam. And Adam was created of mud. We're mud people. You're mud people, man. Serious. You dust. Yeah. I mean, really think about what we are. What are we? What are we? You think about it. You know, think about how intelligent we are, and we got computers, and we do all these things, and we got missiles, and we got all of these things, but all of us are the creatures of God. And really, all we are is what God created us to be. What are you? You are mud, man. And he said, kun fayakun, be it is. And then you became a living soul. You ain't no big thing. And then what Allah does to show you, he calls the reversal. You live long enough, you're going to be reversed. My brother here, I bet you play basketball, right? You look like you play basketball. How tall are you? 6'6". Malcolm was like that. You thought Malcolm could play basketball, right? No, couldn't do it. He was awkward. Then he tried boxing, couldn't do it. But my brother, as strong as he is, I believe he's strong and powerful. I believe he can beat me in basketball almost. I really believe that. I really believe that. But the fact of the matter is, no matter how strong you get, one day, God will reverse it. I don't care how beautiful the woman looks. She's one. Everybody, oh, look how beautiful she is. Okay, wait 10 years. I'm serious. Wait 15. Okay, I'm waiting. All right. Just about now. Then take another look. You know what I'm saying? And so we proud of ourselves. And this is why some women, they look so silly. She's 90 years old, and she's having all this, she got what they call fake up. You know fake up? You know what I'm talking about? Here's a man, let me think about this. Think about it, right? Here's a man, he marries a woman. And then they go home. And he's sitting in the room, and all of a sudden this woman comes. He said, well, who are you? He said, I'm your wife. He said, wait a minute, I thought your skin was a different color. Then she take out her eyes, take off her hair. Honest. Take off her lips and other stuff I don't want to mention. I mean, because everybody trying to stay looking young. The fountain of youth. Because the one who gave it to you, take it back from you. Name the richest person. Bill Gates. How much money he have? How many billions of dollars does he have? One day, he will have nothing. What do you mean? When you die, you have nothing left. Think about it. The computer that you own one day will be somebody else's computer if you don't use it up. The car that you have, the house that you have, and your family, as much as they love you, they will go to your funeral. They will go to your burial, but they won't stay there. You will be buried, and they'll turn around, and they'll walk back. That's the way God is. He has a way of humbling us. In the same way God humbles individuals, God humbles nations. Great nations, God can humble them and bring them down to nothing. And this is why I warn the United States of America, be careful. Be careful of the treatment of people. Because this nation, and I'm not the only one saying it, I painted a picture years ago, and you can agree with me or disagree. But right now, America is like a car speeding down a steep mountain full of ice and snow with brakes that don't work. Driven by a blind man. High off of drugs. If they don't stop. What do you mean? Let me go back to the Islamic position and then I close. I'll be shocked if 10 minutes I'm still speaking. I'll be shocked. If 10 more minutes and I'm still speaking to you, I'll be shocked. If I'm still speaking in 10 minutes, you just sit in your seat and wait till I'm finished. I mean, think about this, brothers and sisters. The Islamic position, the rationale, is that we just human beings. And every human being has the potential. For us as Muslim, you can be Muslim. See, I can't not be black. I cannot be black. I'm black. I'm just black. Did you notice? And Allah said in the Quran, هُوَ الَّذِي يُسَوِّرُكُمْ فِي الْأَرْحَامِ كَيْفَ يَشَاءُ. It's God who created you in the womb as He pleased. If God is pleased to make me a black man, I'm happy to be a black man. If God created you to be a woman, be happy to be a woman. I know women who don't want to be a woman. No, I love women, but I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to be a woman. I don't have to want to be a woman. And brother, don't be a woman. Hey, don't be a woman. Don't be a man. Please don't be no man. I can't take it. Oh, Brother Siraj, guess what? No, don't tell me. So, brothers and sisters, the beautiful thing is that I love all of the races and the colors and the languages. I love them all because they're creation of God. Now, everybody know. Anybody asks Imam, what's Imam Siraj's favorite food? Pakistani food. Serious. I love You know, the Qudusis, are they here? They're not here? Man, spicy. I love spice. Pakistani food is the joint. I was invited to dinner at a Pakistani family. I was really excited, man. You know. And so we went to the house, man. I was getting real excited, man. I'm having some Pakistani food. And so Imam Siraj, in honor of you tonight, we made American food. Huh? I love to go around and to see the different cultures, the dress of the people. This is what makes it wonderful. You're not better than people because you're Americans. You're not better because you're white. You're not better because you're black. Because in the end of the day, there's not one white person that will be in paradise because they're white. And there's not one black person who will be in hell because they're black. Or there's not one woman who's going to be in hell because they're a woman. You're in paradise because your good deeds, and Allah bless you to go to paradise. And this is why the Prophet told us, peace and blessing be upon him, in Allah Ta'ala, لا ينظروا إلى صوركم وأجسامكم ولا إلى صوركم ولكن ينظروا إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم. God is not going to look at your bodies nor your forms. He's going to look at your hearts and your deeds. And that's the way we should be with one another. And this is what Islam teaches. Now,